Your GPS tells you how to get somewhere. It does not teach your brain where you are. Your GPS can take you to 555 Martin Street, but your brain does not communicate with the GPS. Now, I'm so sorry that almost 7 people have lost their lives just at the beginning of this year because they did not know where they were. And they got lost and they were found dead. And one of them was in their 30s. There were some in their 70s and 60s. It is sad. Now, those are the ones that came onto national news. There are some people who did not have fatalities, but trust me, over 1,000 people got lost somewhere, and their families were put in a very awkward situation. And it matters because getting lost is not only about age, it's about orientation. Orientation is a brain skill. And like any skill, it can weaken or strengthen depending on what we practice. I want to talk today about location, not maps, not GPS, not address, but the brain's internal sense of where you are. The brain is a rewarder. Look at people who are blind. They can sense what they are, where their surroundings are. So it's not only about sight. There's something that we have that gives us peace when we use it. It strengthens what you give attention to. The brain releases clarity when you practice awareness, and it lets go if you ignore it. Location aware is not automatic. Stop telling yourself, I'm smart. I know this. I know everything. Let me tell you, when you get lost, then you know that you're not smart. And many of us stopped practicing location awareness. There was a time in my life when I could walk out of a store and I had no idea of where I was. Not once, not twice, consistently. There was a haze, a fog, disconnection. And then I started paying attention. I started telling myself, I went in this way. I came in this way. My car is this way. I started just that attention. Even in my house, I'll say I'm upstairs. I've moved downstairs. I've gone here in my office, in my building. I started describing where I was just to myself. Talk to your brain. Tell your brain where you are. It helps with location. Then, do you know what? My orientation came back so sharp, so smart. I don't know when it did, but then I knew that that attention that I was giving my brain privately, quietly, and don't forget, in secret, nobody had to know. I was telling myself, I have to get back to who I was and where I was. Now that practice, my brain just rewarded me. And it's out of those practices that I'm coming to you that this thing works. Just the attention. You don't need any exercise book now. You take the exercise books later. That clarity surprised me. It came back because I trained it. You don't need any Pythagoras theorem. Just start doing. What did I do? I just told myself, I'm not special. I said, I'm entering on this door. I'm going on the right. I'm going up the stairs. I'm coming back home. That's all you need. Do you know what? You feed your orientation. Then we have Dr. Raul Jandia. That was brilliant. He says you look around. So looking around, what does it mean? You look left, you look right, you look forward, you look around. And then those senses click back. Recently, a friend of mine and I had gone to a large shopping center. And then when we came out, she stopped and said, where did we park? I said, I know. We parked here. Do you know, that was a very big moment for me. I can tell you the date. It was 28th December 2025. So proud of myself that I had come from such a long way. We're coming out from a store meant I had to start praying, oh God, help me. Oh God, help me. Are you getting me? Now, just tell yourself where you are. Talk to yourself. Your attention feeds the brain. The GPS is not enough. If you never look up, if you never orient yourself, if you never narrate your movement, narrate it to yourself, your brain learns that location doesn't matter. And that learning has consequences. People do not get lost because they are careless. They get lost because orientation quietly weakens. And I've seen it escalate. I once worked with a woman in her 60s, and she had kept $20,000 in her room in cash, and she did not know where it was. She was not robbed. Nobody entered her room. She hid it. The whole house, everybody looked for that money for days, for years. They could not remember where it was. Years later, it was found zipped in the lining on her bed. Her memory decline did not begin with money. It began by disorientation. How many times have you put something somewhere, hid it, and you cannot remember where it is? That's where it starts. That is for another day. That's a day we're going to talk about that and how to solve that. So now with location, this is what helps. Lift your head, look around, narrate your movement. I'm leaving the store. I'm walking toward the parking lot. The car is on the left. Talk to your brain. Thank your brain. Neuroplasticity is real. The brain responds to communication. You do not know how you age, but you can prepare for it. Location is dignity. Location and orientation is safety. More than ever. Now I believe in it more than ever. More than ever. Train it while it is quiet and not when it has become dangerous. It would not respond. So let's all do some location training. Just lift your head, look around, and then please pass this on to as many people as you can from the age 30. Everybody matters. Even the younger kids, they're on their phones so much. When they come out, they don't know where they are. Do you get me? And we have a long way to go. We have this life to enjoy. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video.